living in Nigeria about Muslims and their religion, they will probably tell you that the Muslim religion, Islam, is a terrorizing religion. Yeah, they will tell you that, oh, these people are a bunch of terrorists, these people are a bunch of killers. Especially they will make reference to what happened to Deborah, that was burnt alive. But here's the thing, right? Are they really violent, or is it what the people that are in charge want you to see, right? I have sat down, I keep trying to really understand where our problem is coming from. If tomorrow, if somebody like me, you go put somebody like me for office as maybe president, I'm not going to lie to you, right? Christianity, Islam, if you want to practice, you have to do it inside your house, inside your room. Nobody's going to congregate anywhere to say, you want to go mosque or you want to go church. Anything you're doing, you have to do it inside your house, because religion has caused us a lot of problems. That being said, a lot of you have not really gone to the northern states. One of the reasons why most of you have not been to the northern states is because when you think about the north, you think about insecurity. You don't think about the north and think about something good. You think about the north, you think about Boko Haram. You think about the north, you think about killings. You think about the north, you think about everything negative. It's different from when you think about Lagos. When you think about Lagos, you think about going to flex. When you think about Benin, you think about going to flex. When you think about Port Harcourt, you think about going to flex. When you think about some states in Nigeria, you think about going to flex. But when you think about the northern states, you don't think about flexing because of insecurity. Now, this insecurity is caused by them for them. Do you understand? What do I mean by them? It's caused by religious believers, some people that have been deceived, manipulated by religion, some people that have been lied to. This is something that nobody have told you before. When Boko Haram started in Nigeria, a lot of prophets, because the Boko Haram came with, they use sense, they enter Muslims. They came with, oh, we are going to liberate Islam. Islam is suffering. The Islamists don't get anything from Nigerians' wealth. We are all going to take the bull by the horn. Therefore, a lot of Muslims, a lot of them thought that, okay, yeah, maybe these guys are actually fighting for us. But guess what? There were some imams, some scholars that knew the Quran. And these scholars kept on telling everybody that Boko Haram are lying to you guys. Boko Haram don't mean you well. Boko Haram Boko Haram is not going to liberate the Islam. What Boko Haram is going to do is going to destroy Islam, and is going to destroy a lot of believers. You know what happened to those people? Those people were killed. Boko Haram made sure they killed all the preachers that were preaching against their belief, that were preaching against their doctrine. So for that reason, some other people were awakened, but at the end of the day, here we are today. Today, as I speak to you now, the whole Hausa speaking states are being terrorized. The whole north are being terrorized. That's number one. Now, number two, because of politics, what these politicians have done to the north is so bad that if I have supernatural powers, I will actually just do something for all the northern leaders to actually perish. If I have supernatural power, there will be no northern leader that will be alive today. And I'll tell you that for free. But it's a good thing that I am not God and God no be man. Because I swear to God, there will be none of them that will believe in. These people made sure that the condition, that the north will live in abject poverty. It is deliberate. It's a deliberate thing. It's not, they know what they are doing. They made sure the Arewa people will not have the same opportunities that the Southerners and the Easterners and the Westerners have. It's deliberate. It's a deliberate reason. It's a deliberate plan. It's a plot by the elites of the north to make sure that poverty will continue in the north. And the reason why they did this is for their own political goal and their own political reasons. Do you understand? Because the north have the numbers. The north have the numbers, and those numbers, they convert it during the election to vote. So therefore, if the people are like the Westerners, because when there is election, the places that the West, the South, and the East, they don't record as much votes as the North. You know why? Because in the West, people are engaged doing their business. In the eastern part of Nigeria, people are engaged doing their business. Only few people vote. Then in the western part of Nigeria, also then in the south region, most people also, they don't really vote because they are minding their business, right? So the place that decide who is going to be the president in Nigeria has to do with the north. So they will keep them in poverty. Then when it is time for election, that is when they will come and give them rice. They'll come and share them 5,000 naira. Then they will seal it up with religion. Then they will say, oh, this is my brother, this person is a Muslim, we should vote this person, right? So that is why they don't want the children of the north to go to school. Let's leave school aside. They don't even want them to get handwork. They don't want them to get handwork. And because of the insecurity, back then they used to farm. They are the richest people from the north then, talking about the Dan Tatars, and some other persons like that. Back then, they had the Granite Pyramid. Groundnut is money. Back then you had the groundnut pyramid, you had the yam pyramid. In the north, they had farmers. But now everything has become worse because these people, some way, somehow, they've made sure that these people of the north will suffer till they die. Because the day their eyes become open, then Nigeria have changed. I'll tell you for free, the north are the people stopping Nigeria from becoming a better country. Do you understand? It is the north. The day the north get liberated, Nigeria will be liberated. Now, why am I making this video? I want to keep on preaching this until the Westerners, the Southerners, and the Easterners start seeing the North as, come, we need to bring these people closer. If I have an opportunity to give a Northern person orientation, I will give them. If I have an opportunity to draw the Northerners close, I will do it. And I will tell you for free, I am from Edo State. I will tell you this thing, take it to the bank. The most honest people in Nigeria are from the North. Instead, if they keep an Edo man from my village, and you keep an Hausa man, right? I will not do a business with my brother. I would rather do the business with an Hausa man. If you keep an Igbo man, I would rather do the business with an Hausa man than an Igbo man. If you keep a Yoruba man, I would rather do the business with an Hausa man than a Yoruba man. You know why? Because the Northerners are very, very straightforward and very, very honest. Once you hear wallahi talai, oga, hakane, it's just that some of them have been corrupted, but most of them are still on that level of, I don't need to lie. If you people are doing a transaction with the Northerner, and the Northerner is telling you that, oh, this is what I'm getting, this is what you're getting, take it anywhere on earth, it will never change. Agreement is agreement to a Northerner. The Northerners don't change. They don't feel like, oh, like now you do a business with a northern man and somebody come with a better offer. The fact that you people have had an agreement, he cannot go behind you again and go and do that business with another person. That's how the northerners are. And this is why even the women, if they go to market to go and buy something, once they get to the market, they want to buy tomato. If there's a Yoruba man selling tomato, there's an Igbo man selling tomato, and there's an Hausa man selling tomato, they will buy from the Hausa man. If they go to the market to buy yam, there's an Hausa man, there's an Igbo man, there's a Yoruba man, they will buy from the Hausa man. If they go and buy onions, they'll buy from the Hausa man. If they go and buy meat, they'll buy from the Hausa man. There's nothing. When it comes to women going to the market, they know the people that are honest. Other than that, also, these are the people that are very hardworking. So you see, these are not people that want to sit down and lazy around. You want to do ridges on your farm, now Hausa man, now go help you do ridges. You go buy something for market, now Hausa man go use wheelbarrow take carry. You want build house, you need people who go work all those messing. Now Hausa people, architects will be another tribe or another. Now Hausa man, now be the person where you go carry, go do one. So in all these things, in all the pillars, all these structures, all these people we say they put their leg for ground to make sure Nigeria good. Now not and small, and that is why these politicians have made sure that they crumble the knot. It's quite unfortunate that they have their influencers. Me, I speak Hausa, but I only speak Hausa when I'm very angry. If I reverse my Hausa, they very good. For some reason, I don't know why it's like that for me. But when I want to explain, my Hausa is not really solid. Now, you have influencers in the core Ariwa place. But for some reason, I don't know why they have not been able to use their platform to make sure they put it in the mind of these people that our problem is with the politicians. Now, the ones that went to school are the ones that are in the political positions. The ones that went to school are the ones in the political positions. Let's take somebody like Shetima. Shetima is the vice president.